Well, it's now been 1 year since San Francisco began an aggressive crackdown on homeless encampments after a U.S. Supreme Court ruling gave cities the green light to step up their sweeps. And according to the most recent point-in-time count conducted at the end of last year, there were more than 4,300 people living in tents, cars, or just on the streets of San Francisco. Our Lauren Tom spoke to residents about whether those sweeps are bringing the changes that were promised. Lauren.
Ryan, this area near San Francisco's design district beneath this 101 overpass looked a lot different last year. Last year, I spoke with several unhoused people whose encampments were about to be swept away. This year, there was no one to speak with. City officials say they're just enforcing policies they've always had, but according to city data, those policies appear to be working.
It's not the best situation being homeless, but at least you're still in your city and you don't have to leave your city.
On the corner of Geary and 4th in San Francisco's inner Richmond, Leah sits quietly, packing up her belongings in these new suitcases from the Salvation Army nearby. She's a third-generation San Franciscan, but she's been homeless since the pandemic when she lost her housing and says she's moved in and out of a handful of neighborhoods ever since.
I'm a little bit in North Beach, a little bit here. I don't go everywhere.
That movement, she says, has only increased over the past year, ever since the Supreme Court cleared the way for cities to enforce anti-camping laws, even if shelter isn't immediately available. San Francisco quickly followed suit, clearing tents off streets and cracking down on encampments across the city. That enforcement began about a year ago when we met Simon, who had built an encampment under this overpass in the design district and was packing up before crews moved in.
Definitely nervous, scared, frightened, and not looking forward to seeing what happens after tomorrow.
Today, those same sidewalks are empty. Chain-linked gates block access to what used to be clusters of tents. Nearby employees like Katie at a local nightclub say the changes are noticeable, if not consistent.
Here's a little bit better, yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, it just depends on the day too. Like, I feel like when we're not open, then they, it's more safe for them to come and make a little tent here.
City data confirms the trend. The number of tents or structures on the streets reached a post-pandemic peak of 609 in 2023 and dropped sharply around the time of the APEC conference at the end of 2023. Over the last year and a half, the number continued to decline and has now hit a 6-year low. Just 165 active encampments citywide as of last month. City leaders say the decline isn't just about enforcement, it's about coordination.
We have made ourselves more efficient. We are doing a better job of coordinating when we do meet someone who has help so that there's not 8 different directions that help is being pointed to, but that we have teams that come together, surround that person, help to decide with them what's the best outcome.
But she says there's still more work to be done. And as Leah packs up her belongings to move once more, she's noticed that coordination. But her journey isn't over yet, holding on to hope that she'll soon find a permanent place to call home.
If you're homeless, you're really down and out, but at least you have to keep your spirits up and keep on trekking.
Now, Leah tells me she's not currently on any wait list for housing. The process, she says, has just been too difficult, but tells me that she does plan to try again soon. And back here near the design district, the enforcement has been clear. I've seen a handful of SFPD vehicles and California Highway Patrol cars that have been helping in this enforcement as the city continues these enforcement efforts across the city. Ryan?
All right, Lauren Toms reporting live in San Francisco. And during his campaign, Mayor Lurie vowed to add 1,500 additional shelter beds during the first 6 months of his term. The city actually added about 400. The mayor's office says it has shifted its focus from a specific number of beds to making the system more effective.